And the next tool to create a roof is Roof by Extrusion. Here, as you can see, in Roof by Extrusion, first of all, we should draw a line or a curve for it, and then we extrude it. And after extruding it, we'll have the roof. But note that here we got some rules that the sketch should not be enclosed, or the curve should not be enclosed opposite the roof by footprint. So we need a open curve or open geometry, and we can draw the sketch using a combination of arcs, lines, and so on. And then we can control the height of the sketch, and also for the depth is going to be specified based on the last sketched item. So we can use the parameters of start and end, start and end extrusion to control the depth of the roof. And as you're concerned, we have to use reference planes. As usual, we draw them, and I recommend you to use reference planes as well. Let us make an example. Firstly, suppose that the entire project has its counterpart that we want to model it. I make a copy out of this. Wait for a second, please. Here some items cannot be copied. Anyway, because of the structure of the project, anyway, I select them all. Again, it did not work out. So let's see, here we got some item that cannot be copied, like here. Let me do something else. No matter. So I draw a rectangle here, and then I draw something like this, wall 20 centimeters by this way. Check it out. And I specify level 3 for the top constraint of these levels, like this way. Then if I want to create a roof for them, like a wavy roof, no, we cannot use roof by footprint. It is not helpful. It can't help us to create a wavy roof, so we can use roof by extrusion. Firstly, open the plan view, and then we have to imagine the path that we want to draw it. Suppose that here, if I want to draw a model, a perspective view like this way, then here, if I look at the model from this angle, then I have to draw the profile or the cross section like this. Or if I look at the other angle, I have to draw the other section or cross section. So according to the path that you want to extrude it, we have to draw the reference plane overhang 1200 millimeters. We name it roof. This is duplicated. Let me try giving a new one, roof 02. Right now we have created the work plane, and then we can open the south view, section it, and draw it. But I need 2 more reference planes that I don't want to name them. I just want to use them as axis lines or as auxiliary lines. Then we open the south view, which these 2 lines anyway. Afterwards, roof by extrusion in the south view. As soon as we click on it, we are asked to specify the work plane. I click on name, and then I choose roof 02 that we just created. OK and OK. Then in the continuation, we're gonna use the drawing tools like spline, then I click and I consider the height of the sketch. Watch this. As you can see, we control the height of the roof here based on the sketch, and here we got extrusion starting, and I click on finish. I open 3D. Watch this. This is the result at the size of the depth of the model. However, the overhang here is 1 meter and 20 centimeters, but I want to consider the overhang at the other side of the building as well. Extrusion start is 0, as you can see, but extrusion end is 9050 that I can add equal, and then I add it to 1200 for the overhang at the other side, as you can see. And also for the height we can specify the level offset. Watch this. And if you wanted to edit it again, you can select it, edit profile, and then we select it, changing the control points, editing it, then click on finish to save the changes, and it will be updated. Watch this. And if we wanted to attach them, firstly we select the wall, attach, then we select the target. Watch this. And in roof by extrusion we got vertical opening as well, but we do not have openings in the roof by footprint. I mean, we should create the openings here from architecture by face and vertical for the roof by footprint, but these are different to the vertical openings in roof by extrusion. Here if I select the opening vertical and then I click here, then I draw a circle or one more circle on the roof. As you can see, we are not allowed to draw this opening. We only can have one enclosed curve. I select vertical opening, I start the command, then you'll see there is no limitness in drawing closed curves. Watch this. We can draw whatever we want. This was one of the greatest difference between these two, extrusion and footprint. Again, I edit it, then I can select these. However, we can select this separately and we can move it as well, or we can select it and then delete it by this way. And also again, I can select vertical opening and draw something else like this way, an ellipse. Finish. This is the result. And addition to basic roofs, we can have glass roofs or slope glazing. Watch this. I mean, I can assign the material of glass instead of this material, or we can assign the material of glass inside the geometries or openings that we draw them. That here there is a simple technique. Firstly, I make a copy out of it, copy to clipboard, then I paste it to the same place. As you can see, it is still selected. Then vertical, watch this, then I draw a rectangle at the size of this. I mean, right now we got two roofs, 1 and 2. Watch this. Then I select the central one and then I specify sloped glazing. Check this out. And since by this way, and then I open edit type, I duplicate and create a new type. Then from the parameters we can change the grid 1 maximum spacing, then we set the spacing 1 meter in 1 meter. Okay, and this will be the result. Then we can use mullion, all grid lines, and add the mullions, as you can see. As you can see, we can create the slope glazing and based on the sketched geometries. So this was about roof by extrusion, that if you select it, will have some instance properties like rafter cut or two cut plumb, then depth, just like the roof by footprint. Check it out. Two cut 100, like this way. So I hope you enjoyed this session and got familiar with how to create roofs by extrusion.